Cutting small parts at any saw can be super sketchy. I'm going to show you the safest way to cut small parts, and it's going to be at your table saw with the table saw sled. Now, I built this table saw sled to cut cutting boards and bigger items. So I built it as big as I could to fit on this table saw, this contractor saw, and still work, but it's too cumbersome. So we're going to make a tiny table saw sled out of this, out of a scrap piece of plywood and 2 pieces of 2x4. This is 12 inches by 18 approximately, and then two 2x4s at 18 inches. There's all kinds of options for you to add to your crosscut sled, but for your first crosscut sled, I recommend this simple sled. No attachments, no toggle clamps, no T-tracks, just a basic sled to cut small parts. One of the problems with the big sled is sometimes pulling it too far back, it comes off the table to get your piece in here. But this small sled we're gonna make, you won't have this problem at all. We're gonna use our fence here, lock it down, and make sure it's square to the blade. If you don't know how to do that, I have a whole table saw video set up. Check your manual, make your adjustments on the front side and the back side, and get this fence square to the blade first. Okay, and now we need to make some runners in our miter slots right here. Now, if you're new to woodworking, which you are, you wouldn't be watching this. You're not gonna have hardwood laying around. So I'm just gonna take some of this pine project board that have paint on it, and I'm gonna make it fit inside this groove. It's a little big right now. We're gonna trim this down on the saw right here and get it to fit first, and then we'll rip it to the height we want. A little tight, but that's good. That's all right, that'll work. I'm not using any fancy tools because you probably don't have any fancy tools. So we're just gonna scribe that right there. We want this to be below this surface, and I'll show you how we're gonna do that. See, it's below, there's room right there. We're good. These fit a little snug. I'm just gonna sand it down. Some sheet sandpaper on the flat surface. Do a little bit on both sides. It's snug, but it's smooth. You can see this one over here. This one's good. And they don't move side to side, so we're good. I'm gonna use some double-sided tape and some regular wood glue to attach this, and then we'll put a couple screws in it when we're done. Have my double-sided tape in 3 spots on each rail. This is locked down where I want it, and I'm gonna put some glue. A lot of people use CA glue, but if you're new, you probably don't have it. So we'll put some wood glue in that double-sided tape. We'll hold it just fine for now. I'll take this board right here, just lay it right there even. Right there. Right here. Okay, I'll let it dry for 15 minutes. Got the pennies down there. And now we're gonna pre-drill right where we had the tape. There you go, it's a little snug. I'm just gonna sand the bottom, these edges a little bit. Now we're gonna attach our front board, the 2x4, like this, but I'm gonna rip off this rounded edge first. After you do that, unplug your saw. This is the one time, there's only 2 times you need to remove the riving knife. And that's when you're using a crosscut sled or a dado stack. So we're going to remove that just temporarily. Put this back here. We're just going to cut the plywood. So just raise it up about 1 inch. We're just going to push it in and cut it to about right here. And then we'll square up this 2x4 for our front fence. Okay, we're not going to glue this one, the one that is closest to us. We're going to set it here. We're going to clamp it down. We're going to put a screw right here in this corner first. Okay, so I have the one screw in here, and I'm using a machinist square. Whatever small square works. Now we're going to square a crosscut sled, square it up with the blade with this cut. You see how this is off? I'm exaggerating this so you see. So let's make this square just so the edge of that blade is right on the edge, the same. It might take you a couple of tries to get it just right. So get it there and then check this side over here and then clamp it down and then set a screw. That looks really, really good. Clamp that down, double check it one more time. Make sure it's still good. So now we're going to raise the blade up to about 2 inches and finish cutting this all the way through. Make sure you do not have your hands right here. We'll keep them on the sides out here. Since the blade comes through here, I'm just going to put a block right here. This is a reminder to keep your thumbs away from there. Put them right there. So you don't, I mean, who would do this? I'm sure someone would do this, right? So we don't want to do that. Now look in the difference of the size. This is the big one I have for cutting boards compared to this little guy. I'm going to use this one way more, I promise you. Let's try it out and see how it works. But first, we're going to put some paste wax on the bottom of this sled so it slides a little easier. Woo, it's hot out here. This paste wax is like water. How hot is it at your shop right now? Right now, it's over 100 degrees in here. And it's about 1 o'clock. So we're going to put this and wipe it off, wipe it on, wipe off, wipe on. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Whoa. That's a lot nicer. You want to make repeated cuts? Just put a stop lock in here wherever you want it. Now that you know how to make a crosscut sled, learn how to make perfect circles. Guaranteed, it's the easiest way you can make a perfect circle. Everyone needs a perfect circle. I need to jump in the swimming pool. It's 110 degrees out here.